involved. We just sit there, we are not trying to control, whatever unpleasant feelings arises at this moment. You just be the observer, but you're not involved. Just know that it's unpleasant. Any thoughts arises, you just know that these thoughts arises. We are not trying to push it away and try to get rid of it, or any unpleasant feelings, we don't try to get rid of it. Because when we try to get rid of it, actually we are involving. So you're not the observer anymore. It you're mindful, you're aware of what's happening. That's why, first of all, you have to establish mindfulness through practice present moment awareness, and this need a bit of training and practice. So when you meditate, it's good that you start from a coarser object to a more refined object. For breath meditation, the breath itself actually is a more subtle and more refined object. So that's why sometimes, especially with busy life, when your mind is so busy, and you start with just sit down and you force yourself to focus on the breath. Actually, it's very difficult. It's just like a vehicles that travel 120 kilometers per hour, and then you want it to stop immediately. So how is it? It clashes, isn't it? It will topple over. The mind also the same thing. We cannot force our mind. So many people, they try to use willpower to sit down, and they try to focus, and they try to force themselves to focus on the breath. I can tell you, you're getting nowhere. And it's counterproductive because you cannot force. But you have to train the mind. It's a gradual training. It's any training, you have to start from basic, isn't it? When you can do this, slowly you get to up another level. The same thing, choosing meditation object. Also, we start from coarser level to more refined level. Because if you force yourself to sit or to try to focus, you will end up in agony. And you get so agitated, irritated, because you force your mind to sit. You can't do that. You can't use willpower. But you have to train your mind, And then through, practicing present moment awareness. So it's okay, whatever you do, try to bring your mind back to present moment awareness while you're washing dishes, so your mind wander off. So whenever you catch yourself wander off, not being present, you bring your mind back. Again, in this moment, no matter how many times your mind wander off, you bring it back. This is how you keep bringing back and keep bringing back. And this is how you tame your mind, over a period of time, your mind naturally won't wander off too far. At the beginning, maybe you will get lost in all your thinking or thoughts. But when you start to practice that, you'll be able to see your mind wander off, and then you bring it back. Sometimes you'll be able to see that your mind going off and come back. And you already started to develop mindfulness. You're more aware of that. You're not following the thoughts, get lost in the thoughts. Maybe at the beginning, you're already lost in your thinking, and you go on and on and on, churning that again and again, and then sometimes people don't even know, the mind go to Siberia without knowing how they get there, already there. How did I get there? Don't know, because you're not mindful. So this is part of that. You have to, first of all, you have to train that. That's why it's very useful and helpful, that the practice is not only restricted on the cushion. So actually you can make use of this even in your daily life, even if in your workplace, whatever you do, try to do it one thing at a time, try to be focused. Actually, you're more efficient if you do one thing at a time. You're more focused. Actually, you're more efficient. Rather than you do 10 things, it's not incomplete. But you do one thing that is complete better than you do a few things that are incomplete. Because sometimes, when we are not present, when we do something, then we remember, I forgot to do this, and you drop this and you do another thing. And after that, you come up, you think of something else, and then you drop this and you do other thing. So no, even though you know that, yes, this is the next thing I need to do, let's finish this one first. Try to do it one thing at a time. So then you're more, because if you do that, then you develop the habit. It becomes a habit. You keep following your thoughts. And then you allow the thoughts to control you. Meditation is not to try to control the thoughts, but we are not allowing, we not letting the thoughts to control us. So we not try to control it, but we're not. Because when you're mindful, then you will not let your mind, to control you. Then you don't follow, and then you keep following your thoughts, and then go on and on and on. And then, add on more suffering. For example, someone upset you, you keep thinking of how terrible the person is. Then your mind go on and on and on, and then you get more upset. I remember one of my relatives that he got upset with his sister, and then after that he had an argument. Then he left. He went back. Then he started thinking about it. The more he think about it, the more he got upset. You know what happened? He went back and hit his sister. And he got the eyes, all blue. Because he go back, he just keep thinking about that. And then the more you think about it, the more he's got so angry and so upset. Actually, he's already left. But he not be able to really, he's not mindful. He's not aware. He's just following his thoughts. And then you suck into that emotion, got more angry, and this is how. They say when you're mindful, you're more aware of your thoughts, that especially those thoughts that is unskillful, and you know that this is unwise attention. When you pay attention to that, and you get sucked in, and then your mind go on, and then that that lead to this unwholesome, negative emotion. So negative emotions are anger, and then fear, and this is very unpleasant, and this is the negative emotion. Positive emotions like joy, happiness is a positive emotion. So when you're happy, when you have when you're happy, normally how do you feel? Full of energy, isn't it? So when you have no energy, very down. You have no energy, your mind, and sometimes even when you have no energy, you can't really even think properly, isn't it? So they said this is why sometimes when we have low energy, because we waste so much time, because we are not aware, we are not mindful. So we keep following, we keep dragged into all these, these negative emotions, all these thoughts, that this is how use up all the energy, and without knowing that why. And then the scary thing is that when you do that again and again, it's become like a default setting. You develop that habit, and then you get addicted to that, and you don't even know that you're doing it subconsciously, and then you actually really drags you down. So they said when we practice meditation, is not to try to make things happen, try to control our thoughts, like whatever comes up, we just like an observer, we observe, but we are not involved. So mindfulness, we're aware of that, but we are not involving. Just like a gatekeeper, you know that who is going in and who is going out, but you don't follow each one of them. Who is this person? Who are you? You don't. You just know. But the more alert, the more when you establish your mindfulness, when you strengthen your mindfulness, if your mindfulness is very strong, it's just like your mind is very sharp, just like very bright. It's just like you have a very bright light. You know what? Touch when you have when your battery is full. It's very bright, like a flashlight. The mind is like a flashlight. You're very sharp. You'll be able to see you'll be able to see every single, very refined details. You'll be able to see that this is how you train your mind to that level when your mindfulness is very strong. So when your mindfulness is not strong, it's just like the mind is just like the torch, like no battery. How is it very dim? When it's very dim, you can't see, isn't it? So you can't see. So they say when your mindfulness becomes strong, you're more alert, you're more sharp, and you become very peaceful. You're not easily get affected, not easily get drawn in, like, in the other people's emotions, into all these unwholesome thoughts, all this what has happened in the past. You would easily get drawn in, because then when we easily get drawn in, we allow that to control us. But now you're not. You just observe, recognize. When you're mindful enough, you recognize that, you acknowledge and accept. Sometimes we tend to, letting go is also acceptance. We tend to, we tend to push it away, or we don't like it. So whenever things that we don't like, we tend to push it away. We don't want to feel this. This is, we don't want to experience that. We push it away. No, it's just letting go is also accepting how we feel. This moment, you feel agitated, you just recognize that, yes, I feel agitated this moment. This is how I feel. Just being honest about how we feel in this moment. We are not adding on, not putting any label that terrible is bad. How come I feel this? No, it's just that observer, that mindfulness is just that, you're not evolving. So, but most of the time we already got involved. We become part of it. We take part into that. And this is where we cause us so much suffering without knowing. So this when your mind is alert, so it's just okay. Even someone being nasty thing to you, it's none of my business. Nothing to do with me. It's just sound. But very difficult to do that, isn't it? Unless you're mindful enough. So the stronger the mindfulness, the sharper your mind is, you're not easily get involved. Then actually, and you free you, because we're really bound by that. And this is where you free you. So it's not constantly being controlled by our emotions, going through all the anxieties. Sometimes some of those anxieties or emotion actually is caused by others. This is how, isn't it? Or what this people said, that person said. Anyway, we cannot control what other people said. But it's very difficult not to react unless your mind is sharp, your mindfulness is strong, and your mind is just stable enough. Then not easy to get, involved and get sucked in. So now, after saying that what is meditation, what is the benefit of meditation? So now we just have to, because many of you are first-timer, so it's good that you start your meditation with a causal object. So I always encourage people, because when I first start to meditate, I used to do walking meditation. I normally walk one for an hour. Normally very easy. If I do walking meditation for an hour, I can easily sit 1 hour without effortlessly 1 hour, no need to struggle, because I have already developed that, that established mindfulness. Because walking meditation, we focus on the movement of your body. That is a causal object, because it's easy to focus on the object that is more. It's a causal, because movement is easier compared to breath. Breath is very subtle. So we start with that. So if those who haven't done walking meditation before, you can just start with, just make it simple, just knowing your right leg and then left leg, right and left. Maybe Wemper Jotika can just demonstrate how you do walking meditation. So just walk naturally. Don't try to control. I remember early days when I started my meditation, I remember I read all those books, that talk about even doing walking meditation. You'll be able to see the rising, passing away of the phenomena, your leg. Then I try to see that, And I walk very slow. I lift my legs I lift my legs like slow motion, And then I try to put my leg down. I try to see that, I ended up 25 minutes. I was so tired because I tried to control. No, don't, just naturally, just walk naturally. Just start with right leg, left, right and left. And then until you feel more settled, you feel calm, peaceful. You feel that you can really follow, you can focus. Then you can into more detail, like lifting your foot going to the forward and then down. You feel this. You can feel the floor, or the sensation, the feelings. And then after that, you're aware of the other leg, the other foot, is going out and put it down. All the movement, then this more detail. Because you can't do it at starting, when your mind, especially when you're busy mind. So you can't force your mind to stop. But this is a good way to gradually slow down. So then, first of all, you just do the simple left and right, left, right. Then after that, you feel that you keep able. Then you be able to see more in detail of your movement. Your foot is put out and then going down, and then your left foot out, and then you can feel your movement. So each movement. And then please don't close your eyes, okay? Yeah. Open your eyes. When you do walking meditation, someone says, shall I open my eyes to do walking meditation? I said, of course you have to open your eyes to do walking meditation. Open your eyes, just 45 degrees just in front, and you just walk. And then after that, when you feel quite peaceful and calm, then you just slowly sit on your cushion. So normally I encourage people to start with, don't straight away go into the focus on your breath. You start with, for body, scanning your body. Because the body feeling sensation is a causal object. Again, but compared to the movement, this is more refined. It's more refined than the movement. But this is how you slowly, from a causal object to a more refined, then you sit down, just relax your body, aware of your body, your posture, your sensation, and you can feel, the touch with, with the cushions, you just feel your bodily sensation and feelings. Then you start to scan your body from the top to the tip, the tip of your toes, the whole slowly, part by part. And so each part, you scan. And then just to observe that how you feel. Whether if you feel that there is any tightness, you just relax. Relax your body, just relax. Relax. So when your body completely relaxed, then you letting go. Because sometimes when we are outside the world, when we're busy with our life, sometimes we've been holding up a lot, lots of things we've been holding. We build up lots of tension in our body without knowing. We have someone have this problem with the whole body. She has so much pain in the body. And then she went for all this checkup. The doctor said nothing with you, nothing wrong with you. But she has so much pain in the body because of sometimes the holding up. Because sometimes a lot of unresolved emotion, and then we hold up. Because normally when things bother us, when we have that emotional, next time you try to pay attention. When you're emotional, you can feel your body just like this, very tight. And this is how, because this is how part of a survivor, because of anything that we feel threatened, like the sense of self, when the sense of self being challenged. Sometimes this is where we look out for danger. Okay, you have to protect ourselves, danger. So we all in that mode, just very tight. And most people don't even aware of that. They build up that tension. And then this lady, she has so much pain, her whole body. And then the doctor said, nothing wrong with you. But I have lots of pain. It's really so much pain. Then eventually the doctor said, really nothing wrong with you. Then this lady shared with us, it's a true story. This is how she get to learn to meditate, and this is how she get to come to Buddhism, this lady. And then he said, okay, maybe the doctor refer her to a psychiatrist, Then so happened this psychiatrist, he's a Buddhist and also meditate. And then he recommended her to meditate. To do meditation helps you to relax. And then when she relaxed, all the pain gone. They said sometimes some people ask me, why when I meditate, when I can feel my body vibrate, I can feel my body. I said, it's good. Sometimes you can feel even your whole body just jerk because of all the tension, because when you relax, you let go. You release all the tension in your body. And then since then, slowly, all her pain, her bodily pain, all gone. And this is sometimes because of we hold up, we're holding up, very tight. Especially when we're emotional. Next time when you're not happy, when you're emotional, you pay attention to your body. You can feel really tight. You can feel your body is really tightened up. Then actually it's very good. They say you learn how to do body contemplation, scanning. Actually it's also helps you with dealing with your emotion because to be able to observe the emotion is very difficult because normally you will get sucked in, But to be able to not to suck in, actually be able to do body contemplations, aware of your body, sensation, feelings, and then how you feel the tightness, you relax your body. And that's also is a way to help you to calm your mind down because bodily feeling sensation, the body contemplation compared to breath is a causal object. So it's easier to go with the causal object. So they said because sometimes people want to have reach to I want to have deep meditation, and then they're wanting, and then they try to use willpower. They try very hard to focus, and then on the breath, and then they think that they want to go deep. Actually, it's counterproductive. You won't go deep. You cannot force your mind. They said each time it's different, depends. And sometimes when you go through, when your life is very busy, your mind is very busy, you can't force your mind to stop immediately. They said you have to learn how to slowly, step by step. So from walking meditation, so don't force yourself. See how long you can walk. If you can walk half an hour, it's fine. So if you can sit half an hour, is fine. Don't force yourself to sit for a long time. Because I know last time when I did my first meditation retreat, and there was a lady that she never done a retreat before, and it was a very intensive, it's an intensive retreat. And I was brave enough, she also brave enough. The first time, is sitting, walking, and you get up morning, and you wake up 4 o'clock, 3:30 I wake up, it starts 4 o'clock. Sitting, walking, and then no chair to sit. Just sit. I can tell you the third day, my whole body is so painful. And she told me that this is the first time I have ever done a retreat, but this is also my last time. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to torture myself, So don't, you just effortlessly be able to sit how long you sit. Because no point if you force yourself to sit, you actually agitate your mind because you're using willpower. So we are not using willpower. It's just naturally, just develop your mindfulness, be aware. So we are not. We don't reinforce, the habit of try to control and using willpower, because the more willpower you use, the worse, because you're feeling it. You reinforce that. So that's why then, because when you use willpower, actually you agitate your mind. So you're not, calming your mind. So calming your mind actually by relaxing, by letting go, just okay, So acceptance is also letting go. Just say, just whatever the letting go happen, little by little, gradually. So first of all, you have to develop that a little bit of clarity. You have the clarity, be able to recognize that, acknowledge that, okay, this is how I feel, that acknowledge that in this moment. And then to be able to accept that. Sometimes we tend to fight, isn't it? Oh, no, I shouldn't feel this way. Even some people feel bad when they feel depressed. So actually, it's okay. If you're depressed, it's just depressed. It's nothing to do with you. So you leave it alone, actually it will subside. So whatever arising, it will subside by itself. But the problem is we can't wait for it to stop. Then we tend to interfere. We tend to, do all sorts of things. We tend to push it away. So the more you do that, actually you reinforce it. You make it become more intense. So that's why acceptance is also letting go. This is how I feel. But we don't judge. We are not judging ourselves that it's bad. It's no good. I shouldn't feel that way. I shouldn't feel, I should be happy all the time. I should be this, I should be that. Then actually, you are not present and you are not mindful. You already get involved. So to be able to just step back and just observe, that is mindfulness. Just be the observer, but not the doer. But most people become the doer. The willpower itself, using willpower itself, try to control it, is the doer. So that be the observer, not the doer. So just observe, just know what is happening. So just relax after that. When you feel really relaxed, after I will do the guided meditation. So when you feel relaxed, then after that slowly you can start with your meditation, your mindfulness on your awareness on your breath. Just knowing, don't try to control your breath. Just breathe naturally. Just knowing your breath in and out. And don't try to follow your breath in and out. No, it's just like the gatekeeper. And then don't try to focus the tip of the nose here or not anywhere. Just the knowing, just aware of. It's just like the gatekeeper I have explained, that it's just knowing your breath in and out. So you know all the visitors, all the people going in and out, but you don't go to follow each of the visitors. Who are you? But when you're sharp, your mind is sharp, you have all the details of anyone go in and out. You're fully aware that's so sharp, your mind. So just stay. And then you just see how long you can sit. Of course, sometimes your mind wander off, that's thinking, think or something. Then each time that you're aware that, that you're thinking or something, or it started to think, oh, I'm here. What happened to my family? Okay, so you're here. You don't bring your family with you, okay? You're here. So you're just aware that, okay, you're just aware that your mind wander off. You're thinking of your family. Just very gently bring your mind back. Again, come back to your breath again. It's okay. Even though just a few breaths, your mind wander off, it's fine. You come back. Even you can't focus too long on the breath, it's fine. But even that, if you sit for half an hour, you still feel peaceful. And then you started to see, you see how busy my mind keep thinking, wander off. This is how you learn. This is a meditation also. When you start to meditate, you learn to understand yourself more. Because sometimes we think that we understand ourselves. I can tell you, you don't. The most difficult person to understand is ourselves. So this actually, then you started to see that you have certain, sometimes you started to see a certain underlying tendency, some habitual pattern that you started to say, I'm doing this, and this is how you start to understand yourself much more, because our mind is always out there, following, all our thoughts, and then what other people do, get involved with other people's emotion, and then it's always out there. We hardly look in and to understand and see how we react to the situation, what brings us suffering, and we don't see that, because our mind is just busy looking out. Busy with, busy body with other people's business. Then we then, without, understand ourselves, what leads us to suffering, what makes us suffer, we don't see, because our mind is out there. But when we stay, when we meditate, we start to understand ourselves much more. And we start to see that we have certain underlying tendency, certain habitual pattern that really causes this, that is the cause of our suffering. And sometimes we think that the problem, causes suffering. That is part of life. Having problem is normal. It's part of life. You can never get out of, problems and no problem. No, that is part of life. It's not the problem do not cause suffering. The suffering, actually, the cause of the suffering is come from how you choose to react to that problem, that moment, how you choose to react. And that is important. That's why how you choose to react to that moment, you need mindfulness, awareness. You have to be aware of that, be able to see that you don't suck in, don't follow that. That is, you need mindfulness. Your mind have to be sharp enough, not to follow that. And this is why and then your mind naturally become peaceful and calm. Then your mind become more and more, you become peaceful. Then your mind become more and more still, and then you will go through different stages of meditation. You will go deeper and deeper and deeper. So not to worry about that. It comes naturally. It will happen by itself. So I know I have gone through that early days. You read all sorts of meditation books. You say, oh, you go through this experience, that experience. Then it's like shopping. Oh, I want one of those. That I want one of those. Your mind started to think, oh, I want to experience one of those. I want one of those. No, the experience comes by itself. It's cause and effect. So not to worry about that. Step by step, just start from coarser object to more refined and calming. First of all, calming your body, relax first, and then you become peaceful. And then slowly you will go deeper and deeper, and your mind become more and more still. It comes naturally. Don't try to, control that. You don't try to make things happen. You can't make things happen. So if we all can use willpower to make things happen, we all just easily got overnight, we all got enlightened. So no, it takes time. You need practice, So that's practice make perfect. You have to keep practicing, and you have to train your mind. You need training, and there's no shortcut, okay? So any questions or comments before we do the guided meditation? Any questions or comments? No? No questions or comments? Okay. So no question, comments, we can meditate now. Guided meditation. I have water. So just choose. Can you hear me? Okay. Just choose a comfortable posture. Whatever posture that you feel comfortable. And make yourself as comfortable as you can. So we begin the meditation by bringing your awareness, attention to your body, the aware of your body, your posture, your sensation, your feelings of your body. Just aware your body, feelings and sensation. Is there any tightness, tension in your body? Just relax. So we begin the body contemplation, scanning of the body from the top of your head. Start from your head. Just aware of that. Is there any tightness? How do you feel in this moment? If there's any tightness, just relax. Slowly you move to your face. Is there any tension or tightness on your face? So just put a big smile on your face, and you can feel that all the muscles, all the cells on in your face is all relaxed. Just relax. And slowly you move to your neck. Just relax your neck. Just relax. And to your shoulder, your right shoulder. Just relax your right shoulder. Relax. And to your left shoulder, relax your left shoulder. Just relax. And now move your attention to your right arms. Slowly to your elbow. Just aware of how you feel. Your hand. And to your fingers, to the tip of your fingers. Just relax. Relax your right arms, elbow, your hand, to the tips of your finger. Then bring your attention to your left arms. From your left arms to your elbow, to your hand, to your tips of fingers. Just relax. Relax your left arms, your elbow, hand, and to the tips of your finger. Relax. Just relax. Slowly you move your attention to your neck, the back of the neck, to your back, and just relax. Just relax your body. your chest. Do you feel there is any tightness in your chest? Is there any tension there? Just relax. You move your attention to your waist, to your hips, to your right hips and left hips, and just relax. And you move your attention to your right thigh, your knee, your legs, and to your foot. Just relax. Your right thigh, knee, legs, your ankles, your foot. Just relax. Now you bring your attention to your left thigh, to your knee, left knee, your legs, your foot, and to the tip of your toes. Just relax. And you can feel, you started to feel every single cell in your body relax. As the whole body relaxes, your mind becomes peaceful and calm. As you started to feel the calmness in your mind and your body, just spend a few moments to stay with the calmness, to feel the calmness in your body and in your mind. Just stay with that. So as you feel the calmness in your body and your mind, and now you can bring your attention onto your breath. Just aware of your in-breath and out-breath. Just breathe naturally. Whether it's a long breath, just aware that it's a long breath. In breath and out breath. Just aware. Of your in breath, out breath. It's a long in breath, a long out breath. Just aware. If your mind wander off, just very gently bring your attention back onto your breath again. Just breathe naturally. Just aware of your in and out breath. So we're going to end the meditation. Before you end the meditation, just spend a little bit of time to reflect. And how do you feel this moment? Before and after, do you feel peaceful? Or you feel calm? Or you have a lot of joy and happiness? So just count 3 in and out breath as you can end your meditation. And those who like to continue to meditate, please do so. And those who like to go back to rest, and please do so. And good night, and see you tomorrow morning.